For centuries, philosophers have asked one of the most profound questions: what is reality? From Plato's shadows on the cave wall to Descartes doubting the very existence of his senses, humanity has long grappled with whether we can trust the world around us. In recent years, this question has taken on a technological twist. The simulation hypothesis, popularized by philosopher Nick Bostrom, suggests that our universe might not be real at all. Instead, it could be a highly sophisticated simulation created by an advanced civilization. This is more than just science fiction. It's the kind of question that leads us to a strange thought. Could it really be true? And if so, what does it mean for us? The idea that our perception of reality might be an illusion isn't new. The ancient Greek philosopher Plato captured this in his allegory of the cave. He imagined a group of people chained in a dark cave, their entire world limited to shadows projected on a wall. For them, the shadows were reality, until one prisoner escaped and saw the truth, a brighter, more complex world outside the cave. This allegory still resonates today, especially in an age where screens dominate our lives. How much of what we see and believe is just a shadow cast by algorithms? Centuries later, René Descartes took this idea further. He doubted everything: his senses, his surroundings, even his own body. But one thing he couldn't doubt was the act of doubting itself. From this came his famous phrase, cogito, ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. Descartes believed that the mind, or consciousness, was the only undeniable proof of existence. These ideas laid the foundation for the simulation hypothesis. If we can't fully trust our senses, how can we know reality isn't being fed to us artificially? Fast forward to today, and these philosophical musings have collided with science and technology. In 2003, philosopher Nick Bostrom proposed a compelling argument. If a civilization becomes advanced enough to create realistic simulations of reality, it's likely they would create many such simulations, perhaps billions. If that's true, statistically speaking, the odds that we are in the base reality are astronomically low. Think about it. Video games have evolved from simple pixelated graphics to photorealistic worlds. Virtual reality immerses us in experiences that feel real. Artificial intelligence learns and adapts. If technology continues to advance, how long before we can create simulations indistinguishable from reality? Interestingly, the simulation hypothesis aligns with some curious parallels in science. In computer games, when rendering complex graphics or vast landscapes, the system slows down. It takes longer to process and display. In our universe, something similar happens. As you approach a massive object like a black hole, time itself slows down due to the effects of gravity, as described by Einstein's general relativity. Could this be a clue that our reality is being rendered, much like a computer simulation processes data? Even Elon Musk has weighed in, claiming there's a 1 in billions chance that we're not in a simulation. And let's not forget pop culture. Films like The Matrix and shows like Westworld play with the idea that our world might be artificial. Even shows like Black Mirror and books like Ready Player One explore how technology blurs the line between the virtual and the real. Of course, not everyone is convinced. Some argue that the simulation hypothesis is unfalsifiable, meaning there's no way to prove or disprove it. Others point to the immense computational power required to simulate an entire universe. Could even the most advanced civilization achieve that? There's also the philosophical critique, Occam's razor. This principle suggests that the simplest explanation is usually the correct one. Is it more likely that we're in a simulation, or that we're simply in a complex but natural universe? Finally, there's the ethical dimension. If we are in a simulation, who created it and why? Are we experiments, entertainment, or something else entirely? If this reality isn't real, does that mean our choices don't matter? Or does it mean they matter even more? And what responsibility would our creators have toward us, if any? These questions go beyond science. They strike at the heart of what it means to be human. The simulation hypothesis challenges everything we think we know about reality, identity, and meaning. We've explored how ancient philosophy laid the groundwork for doubting our senses, how modern science and technology make the simulation hypothesis plausible, and how ethical and philosophical critiques challenge us to live meaningfully, simulated or not. These strange thoughts remind us how much we still don't know. Whether it's true or not, it forces us to ask profound questions. What defines existence? Can we trust our experiences? And what does it mean to live authentically in a potentially artificial world? But perhaps the most important question is this: if we are in a simulation, what would you do differently? Would you take more risks, chase your dreams, or question reality more often? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And remember, reality is what you make of it. This has been a strange thought. Until next time, keep thinking, keep wondering, and keep questioning.